guys, I'm going to give you a listen to what has been going on and why I really haven't been online. I'm building systems now. I'm learning how to do customized systems for businesses and stuff, because I think every business should run differently and nobody should be living on a template. And so if I can build 2 customized systems that work with me and my brain, which is going to be very detailed because it's ADHD, so I'm installing certain things that is good for me, then I can do anybody's business. And so this is what I'm doing. I'm going to let you have a little listen, because I am going to also mention the flaws that happen with Claude and ChatGPT at the highest level model. Fable 5 high, and then ChatGPT 5.6 so high, and they glitched, and they come at a huge cost. Also, I'm going to address the issue that happened to me with the first Claude that I had that happened before Fables, which is a big issue, and it could happen to a lot of people, and it's a billing issue that I barely got access back to. The whole time I thought that I did not have Claude. I was trying to repay it because I canceled my subscription with Apple, and I tried to repay it because I couldn't get in. And I forgot, because it's been a while, that I had paid for a year of Claude already. So when I did the upgrade for the $100 for 1 month, was just to get a little bit more time, because I ran out of points, and I, instead of paying $45 or $100, I just went up to a higher level, and then I canceled that subscription when I was done using it at that level. And that system locked me out because it said I already had a subscription, but it kept on accusing the subscription on Apple. And me in my head, I had forgot that I paid for the whole year. So it was never Apple's problem. It was always Claude's problem. And I just found that out recently, because after 2 months of being locked out of my Claude account, I went in, re-logged in, and I went to my billing, and I was like, wait, I'm not free anymore. I'm a pro account again. I thought I didn't pay for that. And I downloaded my receipt, and I paid for it back in November 2025. That's ridiculous. That should not be happening. But I'm going to give you a listen to this, and you can go find the article in the Art of Directing AI areas, or if that area like LinkedIn, X, Substack, it will be formatted as a article. Okay? I'm going to give you guys a little listen.
Enterprise on Claude and ChatGPT, and what the record shows when both systems are pushed past the level they were tested for. By Elodia, Reyna, Rojas, leading expert in AI direction, original creative identity. I am the creator of the Directed Intelligence Automation System, a human-directed enterprise operating methodology for orchestrating multiple AI systems inside a single governance structure. It is vendor agnostic by design, built on externalized state so that the knowledge of the enterprise survives model changes, session limits, and platform failures, and it keeps a human in command of every automated decision. The system is the invention. Everything I release is an application running on top of it, and I own the catalog and the architecture outright. What I was building when everything in this article broke was the system's first 2 production pipelines. A music release pipeline, 20 coordinated stages, carrying a song from creation through distribution, rights registration with BMI, and promotion across the music platforms, end-to-end, architected to execute unattended while I sleep, and a parallel social media pipeline, carrying a piece of content, a tutorial for example, from creation through publication across every platform I operate. Both were live and in testing, being perfected with ChatGPT working the debugging alongside Claude running the automation. The deployment record speaks for itself. In 1 month the system released a full album in English, rebuilt it song by song in Romanian, registered 17 compositions with BMI in a single day, and won all 16 copyright claims filed against my own catalog. 16 for 16, 0 strikes. The promotion stage was never completed, because the failures documented below interrupted the build. That interruption, what caused it, what it cost, and what the record proves, is this investigation. This is not a story about making songs. This is a forensic investigation into what happens when one person builds a real enterprise on these tools and documents what breaks while it is breaking. Forensic is the right word, and I use it deliberately. Every claim in this article is backed by a timestamp, a ticket number, a receipt, a ledger entry, an error string, or the platform's own written words, captured in the moment, not reconstructed from memory afterward, where the tools themselves.
So if you want to go read the article, it's going to break down all the areas of where both these systems failed me, and how I had to make it diagnose itself, correct itself. But you have to understand, before I even got to this error, these issues happening, I was already having my AIs not only give me the entire conversation, not compressing it, the entire conversation in my language, and I made it give it to itself in its computer language. I didn't want any shortcuts when I was doing this because I wanted to find the flaws so that I can fix them. So my article is almost done. It's going to go late tonight, but it's going to be valuable. And as I'm listening to the article, and I heard it 3 times because, again, my ADHD, so I'm always going back, I gave it everything it needed. My words, my vocabulary, all I need to do is level it up, but still keep my personality. And I'm listening to it, and I keep on saying, it sounds good, but I keep on hearing things. Quietly, it uses this often. This is an AI word. I do not want this in my article. I gave it enough information to make it original to who I am. And here we go again. So I'm going to end this so you can hear I'm still training it to make sure. Everything I do is about originality. How to direct AI and be original. I've been saying that since day one. And it can happen, but it's not easy. Most people are using these tools at a basic level. I checked it out. This is why many of the models that you use to create a video or an image, they're going to offer the ones that will give you a fast response. And trying to find something that's custom is usually hidden a little bit farther in because most people don't want those tools. I'm not that person. And I'm going to teach you and show you about all these apps. It's been 2 years now. I got this. I waited for a reason. I'm not going to sell you bullshit. I'm not going to pretend that I know something that I don't know. I'm not going to be a famous person on a stage talking about AI because somebody gave them a talking point. I'm really doing this. So now I can help you. Listen, now this is me getting mad and saying, look, I gave you a lot of data. You know that I already, before the article even went through, I said, no AI words, no AI transitions, and no filler words. It knows my rules. It's already building a vocabulary bank of my words. And of course, sometimes my grammar is not perfect, and that's just life. Nobody's perfect at everything. Doesn't mean you're not intelligent. So yes, I wanted to fix my grammar. Yes, if there's a better word that can be used, I wanted to use that word. But do I want to change who I am? No, absolutely not. It has to still be me. So when I heard that word quietly over and over again, I'm like, no, that's an AI word. I do not want that in here. Here we go. I want to repeat myself.
On it, sweeping the whole piece for the tells, the repeated quietly, the stock phrases, the matching sentence shapes, and rebuilding the rhythm so it reads like a person with receipts and a grudge, not a machine with a template. Same facts, same order, same pie dot. The sweep is done. Here is what came out and what went in. Quietly is gone from the entire article, all 6 instances.
So, as you can see, everything that it corrected is something I trained it to correct. And it should have found it in the first run, but it didn't. Again, this is me never taking the first one. This is the 10th article right now. And who knows, it may change a little bit before I even put it out tonight.